There's a new way for Minnesotans to sign up for a COVID-19 vaccine. This way will notify residents when they are eligible for shots. The new tool is called Vaccine Connector. It's the latest option to help Minnesota combat the virus that causes COVID-19. Anyone age 18 and over can sign up through the new tool. Those who sign up will eventually receive an email or text message providing information on how to get the vaccine. State officials say more than 7,000 people had already registered before 7 a.m. Thursday. Those ages 65 and older who already registered for the community vaccination sites, such as the one held last month in Brooklyn Center, do not have to register again. The state expects to receive more than 80,000 vaccine doses this week and more than 100,000 next week. Those shipments could be delayed due to winter storms across the country. He built an app to teach people about finance, and now a Maple Grove investment advisor awaits sentencing for stealing money from clients. 33-year-old Isaiah Goodman pleaded guilty this week to one count of felony mail fraud. According to court documents, Goodman lied to clients about the use of their money. The guilty plea says Goodman defrauded at least 23 clients out of $2.2 million. Prosecutors say Goodman used the money he stole for his own personal use, like building a $1.7 million home in Plymouth. Goodman will be sentenced in June. More than a year has passed since a new ownership group took over a Brooklyn Park apartment complex that has a history of crime and unresolved tenant issues. Today we take a closer look at the Huntington Place apartments. Reporter Pafua Yang stepped inside Huntington Place to give us an update.
People usually say it smells like gas. Yeah, gas, mold, weed.
When Cheyenne King and her 8-month-old daughter moved to Huntington Place in May, they were optimistic. But almost a year later, they're losing patience.
I also have ice growing on my windows a lot. Mold has been an issue as well in the bathrooms, especially. Bathrooms and on the window seals.
King says she's been without heat for about 2 weeks and it's still not fixed.
Lately, she has been sleeping with me just for like the body heat and the extra warmth.
However, Aeon, who took ownership of Huntington Place about a year ago, told CCX heat problems have only been reported a couple days ago and that crews are working on the boiler systems.
They gave me 3 space heaters, but I pay for electricity, so I feel like I shouldn't have to run that. And it blew my fuse a few times.
Aeon says tenants were notified to bring their electricity bill to the office as they will pay the difference. But King says she hasn't received anything. The single mom also expressed concerns of safety at the apartment complex.
I've seen drug deals, I've seen people get run over in the parking lot.
According to Brooklyn Park Police, crime rates in Huntington actually went down by 35%.
We've done quite a number of things at the property. Probably most visible would be the camera system that we've completely updated and improved upon.
Sarah Harris with Aeon says they've also improved plumbing and electrical. Because of COVID, the nonprofit housing developer had to switch some priorities to help tenants.
We applied the funds that we received to help the tenants that were denied rental assistance through the government programs.
Last year, the Brooklyn Park Economic Development Authority approved a $5 million loan to Aeon to make improvements. But during Tuesday's meeting, some board members seemed disappointed.
I'm just not necessarily excited about giving more and more to Aeon when I feel like we've been let down and we're letting down the good people who live there.
It's a wide range of things.
While Harris wants to remind people that things don't change overnight. Tenants like King says they've had long enough.
I feel like I was ripped off.
In Brooklyn Park, Pafua Yang, CCX News.
Big changes are on the way for students entering 6th grade next year at Jackson Middle School in the Anoka-Hennepin district. As Delane Cleveland reports, a referendum passed by district voters 4 years ago is finally paying dividends.
We're in a new, uncharted territory.
We're 5 months into a school year that's thrown students and staff quite the curve.
It's unlike anything I've ever done before in terms of education.
Mike Burry of Jackson Middle School says they started the year doing distance learning, transitioned to the hybrid model, went back to online learning, then switched to hybrid once again. Now, with a slew of safety measures in place, the hope is that they'll soon be able to welcome back everyone to full in-person classes.
When kids walked in the building 2 weeks ago and then more this week, it was palpable how happy people were to see students again and start to have that impact on young people's lives again.
But having kids back in person isn't the only way staff members here hope to impact the lives of their students.
We're at the corner of our sixth grade, what's going to be our sixth grade campus next year.
Starting next year, the roughly 650 students entering sixth grade will have their own dedicated campus as a way to help them with the transition to middle school.
They won't necessarily be walking around the hallway with people that are twice their size and traveling a mile. It's almost literally a mile from one end down to the other end to take an art class or eat gym or go to Fiat. Everything is going to be in a small campus.
To help make this happen, construction is underway on a new addition to Champlin Brooklyn Park Academy, which is connected to Jackson Middle School. Students in grades 3 through 5 will go into the new building, while the sixth graders will have this wing all to themselves.
And we're excited for the opportunity for it to have a separate sixth grade cafeteria, separate sixth grade gym areas, and art rooms all down here.
The initiative was made possible thanks to a referendum passed by voters in 2017 called Fit for the Future.
So we've been planning for years on that.
Now, that vision is becoming a reality. It's a new chapter for Jackson Middle School that will hopefully be more normal than the year they just had.
I think students will feel more welcome in the building, and they'll be excited to be part of our community, and that'll carry over in 7th and 8th grade and across the street when they go to Champlin Park. It's just going to tighten our community.
In Champlin, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.